path without obstacles takes you nowhere. In life, obstacles and challenges educate you and transform you to become a man or a woman with integrity, value, and dignity. These 4 principles that I'm going to share with you today would change your life if you apply it appropriately or correctly. These 4 principles will change your perspective. Complete what you have started. Principle number 1, complete the task that you have started. In any domain, in any field that you are doing, you have to complete that task, because it is better to make a wrong decision than living without making a decision. When you make a wrong decision, you are going to learn from your mistakes and do the right decision in the future. And if you leave it without taking any decision, automatically you are going to regret through your entire life. You are going to say, if I knew I could have done like this, if I knew I could have behaved like this, if I knew I could have implemented this strategy so that this problem should be solved this way, or this business should have gone to this direction. That is what I'm telling you. Anything that you are doing today, better complete it, even if it is not a success. Even if it is failure, you better complete it, because you are going to free your mind from thinking in the past. You are going to free yourself from remorse about the past, because 90% of the people today, they are living in the present and figuring how to solve the problems that they left hanging in the past. And I'm telling you, anything that you are doing, complete it. At times it's not easy. At times you feel discouraged. At times you don't have any energy to push. At times you don't have the desire to take that task to an end. Just apply this principle. Just complete that task. Is it education? Is it business? Is it mission? Is it something related to what can educate you and open your mind? Just take that thing to an end. Take it to an end instead of living and regretting through your entire life. If I knew I could have comported myself this way, don't do that. Comport yourself right now in what you are doing. Complete it. Take that thing to an end. If you see by the way, if you don't make it, you are going to guide others to do it better. And if you make it, you are going to take those guys to the direction that you use and become successful in what you have done during that particular period of time. You better complete what you have started. Principle number 1, complete the task you have started right now, so that you should not regret. Principle number 2, relocate somewhere if your place where you live right now is a bit complicated. If it is a bit complicated for you in the place you live right now, your activities are not progressing, your life is like it is stagnant, you have to leave that place. If you have the means and the capacity and the courage to go to a new place, you better leave that place, because your environment plays a crucial role in your performance or your thinking or your concentration level. If the place you are in today does not favor you, in any domain or does not gives you the fruit you used to bear from it, you better leave that place if it is possible. I will take an example. If you live in the family house and that family house has a lot of problems, you better figure out how can you leave that place and go to a new place so that you can live a better life which can allow you to attain your objectives. That is principle number 2. If you have the capacity, the capability of changing where you live, you better do that, because once you go to a new place, you are going to change your perspective through interacting with new people, and you are going to learn new culture, and stay in one place through your entire life is like reading one chapter of the book which takes you nowhere. You better relocate. Go somewhere if the place where you are right now does not help you or does not favor your business or your activities or anything that you are doing. You better leave that place. That is principle number 2. Relocate somewhere. Principle number 3. Do this. You know why a private jet has few seats and a commercial plane has many seats? It is because at the top you have few people on the top and many people at the bottom. I'm telling you, never ever downgrade. Is it downgrade your standards so that you should fit in a group? Never ever downgrade your standard to fit in a group. I know today when you change the way you used to talk, the way you used to behave, the way you used to interact with others, when you change your habits, people will tell you, people will call you, you are arrogant, you are a pretender, you are like this, you are like that, because they want you to think like them and act like them. When you start acting differently, people will categorize you with all sorts of names. And this principle is so interesting. Never ever lower your standard to fit in a group. It won't take you nowhere. I was telling you, like, a private jet has few seats compared to a commercial plane. A commercial plane has many seats and a private jet has few. It is because at the top, people there, they think differently. When you start thinking that way, people will call you, you are arrogant, you are a pretender, you think you are more important than who. Never ever do that mistake to say, okay, let me humble myself and go and enter in a group with these people and start behaving like them. Yeah, you can humble yourself, talk with them, but it does not mean that you are going to behave, act, or start thinking or talking the way those guys they do, because it won't take you anywhere and it's going to. Never do that. Never ever do that. Allow people to call you pretender, allow people to call you arrogant, but never go down. Never go down to fit in a group, because it won't help you. Principle number 3, never downgrade your standards to fit in a group, because it will not take you anywhere and you are going to be frustrated if you do that. Never do that. Principle number 4, in life, there is no particular formula that you apply and it makes your life become successful. And this principle is change the formula that you have been using if it takes you nowhere. For example, if your business is failing, your relationship with others is failing, your education, the strategies you use and the tactics you use during the studying takes you nowhere, you have to change. You have to change that formula. You have to apply a different formula. You have to use something different. That is principle number 4. Change the formula that you have been using in approaching life if it takes you nowhere. If your business, your relationship with your children, your relationship with your wife, your girlfriend is not going anywhere, you better adopt a different strategy or a different formula that can allow you to experience success in many domains. If the way you think and the way you act and the way you behave takes you nowhere, and all what you try to do is considered as failure in all domains, you better sit down and reflect on the formula that you had been using and do some changes. That is principle number 4. Change the actual formula that you have been using so that you can experience something different. Are you an aggressive man? You better cool down. Are you a talkative person and your talkativeness does not take you anywhere? You better cool down. Are you someone who contradicts everyone or criticize people? You better cool down. Are you someone who compare yourself with others? Or are you someone who belittle others' success? You better cool down. Like I'm telling you, change the way you approach life and change the tactics that you use. Formulate a different formula and use it to approach life differently, and you will see if you are not going to make it. Yeah, that is principle number 4. Change your thinking and adopt a different formula, and you are going to experience changes.